Okay, so we reached the point of having these problems. So, if we look at this object, which is a box, the mass is 5 kilograms. It is accelerating at this direction, so we want to find the acceleration. First, we have to draw the the diagram. Fuck material science. Anyway, the diagram. Okay, since it is like this, like the shape, we are limited by the diagrams and directions we have, like the component basically. So the first component is gonna be the mg itself. The second component is gonna be from the mass of the center going like this, because the mass of the center gonna be affected like here. So we notice that we have an angle here. Let's call it theta. I'm sounding like Mazen. Anyway, so if this is cosine theta and the component is cosine mg theta, so we will notice that as long as we have cosine, we will also have sine of this direction, which is mg sine theta. So if we have any force going downwards, or like any force going downwards like this, we will have it depends on like the third in law of Newton. We will have an opposite direction of force, and we will call it the normal force, and it's gonna be like this. We call it the normal force, and which it will equal cosine theta of mg. If we notice, like, this will cancel with this, and the only thing that will left out with us, which is the mg sine theta. So basically the only affecting force is mg sine theta, and the affecting force gonna be the acceleration itself. So we will write F net equal mg multiplied by sine theta, and F net, which is the acceleration, gonna be m, which is 5 multiplied by 9.8. And by the way, this is a magnitude, or like a vector quantity of the direction, so we will not put the negative value here. And also, if you want to think about it, since the gravity going down, it is negative if the body is moving up, because like if it's moving up is positive, but if it's moving down it's negative. Since it is moving down, the gravity is negative, it moves down, it is also negative, and negative multiplied by negative is positive. Anyway, multiplied by sine of 30. I think we'll have something like 4.9. Yeah, I think I've memorized this. Anyway, it's meter per second square. We just want to notice that if this degree changed, everything will change. Because of, for example, if it becomes like 90 degree, it will be free fall. I hope he won't bring a question like this. If it's gonna be, I don't know, like 0, the acceleration gonna be 0, because like the body will be at a state of equilibrium, because the normal force is gonna be up and the gravity gonna be there, and we don't have horizontal acceleration or any affecting force.